Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 91 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of Minecraft 1.21. Today, more Oratech. Definitely enjoying checking out this mod. Very, very cool mod. Loving the models and all that good stuff. So what I want to do today is get more power generation happening, because we've got a little battery here, which is doing an okay-ish job, but definitely not great. And we've got, a generator here that can't keep up. So we definitely need more power gen. That's the plan for today. So I want to take a look at the lava generator and the bio generator just to kind of see what they're all about. I suspect it's going to be pretty straightforward, but we're going to start with bio generator. So for that, we're going to need a flux gate. That's going to require a processing unit, a platinum ingot, and 2 fluxite. Okay. So I guess question 1 is, how do we platinum ingot? Because we have platinum. Do we just smelt raw platinum? Yeah, that's all there is to it. Easy peasy. So I'll probably just go drop a couple into the netherite furnace and boom, platinum ingots. Is there anything else that raw platinum is used for besides smelting? I guess I could fragment it, so I am gonna save it just to check out fragmenting. And this is a way to ore double it, kind of, I assume. Not ore double, but improve, right, more stuff. And then we can centrifuge that with water into 2 platinum. Yeah, so we can definitely double, right? That looks maybe even more than double. But we'll get it all figured out as we kind of go along here. So for now, I'm just kind of figuring stuff out as we know. I don't know why I have an extra rotary condensator in my inventory. Seems like a thing that I should know why I have, but I don't. Dire, sometimes inventory problems happen. So anyway, biogenerator, right? So we need flux gate. So that's going to be plastic sheet, carbon fiber, electrum, and redstone. So let's get a few of those if we can. Plastic sheet, let's get 8 of these, right? And then carbon fibers. And then electrum. And then redstone. And then that can assemble up. Super cool. Go assembler, go. And then the first thing that we're going to make with this is going to be the fluxite with the platinum ingot. So we'll get platinum. Let's get 4 of them, right? So that's going to need 8 fluxite. Okay. So it'll be fluxite in the top and bottom left corners. I'm assuming that's the correct block too. Yeah, see? Definitely, especially if I'm going to tick accelerate stuff, we're absolutely going to want some help with power. I might even pause you for a sec just to let this thing keep running. And then you guys can finish whatever you're working on. See, we don't have anywhere near enough power now. We need 64, and this guy needs 128, and we're currently producing 32 in total. So we're not even a little bit close to having enough power. That's why I'm, getting power gen amped up. Now, obviously, it looks like this says it uses RF, so I'm going to assume that it's. We could easily plug this into power. We could have infinite power. I'm checking out Neo or Oratech, so I want to check out how this mod works. So I don't want to use another mod's power source. I want to use this mod's power source. Fair? Hope so, because that's what we're doing. All right, so this one almost done. Now, if I wanted to, I could totally speed this thing up a little bit just to kind of help. Not a bad approach, right? That should be cool. So I was going to turn 4 of these into this. Now, does this use more power? No, it's be the same. So we'll be done when this is done. We'll come back. All right, 4 flux gates ready to roll. Now let's take a look at the bio generator, which looks pretty neat to me. So basic generator can be upgraded to either lava or bio generator. And, me wanted to try out bio generator just because it looks pretty good based on the information I'm seeing in JEI. So if we take a look at the uses of this thing, Looks like it can burn packed wheat for 200 seconds. That's pretty good. And I believe I saw that it has a production of 64 RF per tick with 2 add-on slots. And it requires some machine cores. So that's pretty cool. Now we can also use solid biofuel, which will run for 160 seconds. I don't know why I would go this route, because it feels like a lot of effort to get. I guess it's more efficient, because it's packed wheat turns into 16 biomass. So that would be like divided by 3, so like 5-ish solid per packed wheat, and then just some wood. So I guess more efficient if you're hurting for more wheat, but I'm not. And then whatever this is runs for 3,000 seconds. Gained by capturing a viable entity with dubious container. We'll have to figure this out at some point. And then you can also throw like saplings and raw biopolymer in there and some other stuff. But I feel like probably the simplest approach would be the packed wheat. So let's give it a go, shall we? I should probably turn you off. And what are these things called? Rotated. I always like having a few of these on hand anyway, because I'm always breaking stuff. So this goes there. I'm going to hope that the output for this guy is on the bottom. And then he needs a core from Oratech, so we'll use the improved one. Because remember, anything above improved needs more advanced. Not that I couldn't make this now, because we did get enderic compounds, but like we'll start with this, and then we'll at some point figure out like where the real benefit from using more cores is. Fancy. Fancy, fancy. Okay, so I put that in there. Sweet. And we're producing 64 FE per tick. Nice. Now it does state, these guys, yes they do, nice, that there's 2 upgrades available for this thing, right? So, so let's look at Oratech add-ons and see what we could get here. So there's machine speed, fluid, yield, crop filter, quarry, machine hunter, machine efficiency, capacitor, acceptor, inventory proxy add-on, allows access to the signal. That's kind of cool. Power bank add-on, allows additional add-ons to be connected. Ooh, that's cool. That's neat. I like the looks of that. Okay. Steam boiler add-on, that's for the allows a generator to produce steam instead of RF, input water at this add-on, then extract stream. So that, I think, I assume could go to any dude, right? So I'm wondering, like, if I made a machine speed add-on, would that make this thing run better? We're going to find out. Right? So if I toss this in here, what's that do? 71. So a little bit faster. But it's only 10%. So I'm wondering, like, is there like a better dude we could do here? I don't see anything that's specific to power generation, by the way, except for the steam one, obviously. Which I would wager a guess is probably more efficient. But I guess we'll see. So let's see. I want to check out the add-ons here and see if there's any notes about them. Oh, I see how it works. Okay. So the quality determines how many machine add-ons you can do. Right. So machine extenders. So this is a way to get something that we need. So this machine extender can go here. Cool. And then current quality progress 3. Then I can place a add-on on all sides of this extender, or I could place another extender, right? If I'm understanding this correctly, which I think I am. These guys require steel. That's why it's taking a minute. Right? So, like, if I wanted to, I could get some more machine speed add-ons. And if I'm understanding this correctly, low on plastic, but you'll get the idea in a sec, right? So I should be able to do something like 1, 2, 3. And then if I click on this guy, see how these guys turned blue? That tells you that they were activated. That's cool. Alright, so now we're getting all 3 of those boosting. And I guess is it cumulative? Right? Because, like... So see how it's pink? That means it's not active yet? But then when I click on it, it'll activate it. So just like you right-click to form the machine, you have to right-click to activate the upgrades. Okay? So we're at 71 now. So that was 64 becomes 71. So that's plus 7. And then that became plus 8. And that became also plus 8, which makes sense. So I'm assuming another one would become plus 9. So that's pretty cool, actually. I like that. And the higher tier core that you use here, the more extenders you can have. Cool. That's pretty cool. I like it. And you can see the total processing speed, right? So it's not 130%, it's 137%. That tells you that it's cumulative. That's cool. That's neat. Okay. I get you. I get how you work, right? And then we could do the same up here, because there's like 2 slots that are accessible on that guy. That's pretty nifty. That is kind of cool. Now, if I wanted to, I could probably move you over to here, and then we could have one on the top and bottom as well, right? But then if we wanted to extend out, we could just move that guy. Like, that's... I got you. I got it. It's making sense. I'm seeing how it works. Cool. Yeah. So 137%. So we've already filled up our buffer, which is nice. And you can see how long this is lasting. It lasts a long time for something that's literally just 4 pieces of wheat. Like, that is not terrible. Like, almost not worth running coal through here anymore, right? I mean, like, I probably will still, just to be safe. But, like, yeah, that's pretty good. And I like that it pauses when it's full, so you don't waste any fuel. That is cool. I am liking mod. I am liking for sure. Super neat. I like that extended add-on system. So again, the more advanced the cores that are up top here, the further you can extend this, and then the more add-ons you can have. So like, if you really expand it really big, like, it can get pretty ridiculous. Cool. That's neat. All right, so now let's check out this Fragment Forge thing. So I suspect I'm going to need more plastic pretty soon. Pretty much yes. So remind me how I get plastic again? I think it's from fluid separating raw biopolymer with water, which comes from fluid separating the packed wheat with water. So let's do some programmery stuff, right? So let's go home, just so I can get upstairs quicker. I would like you to know how to make extenders. And then you can do the copper version, because, you know, copper. And then let's also teach you how to make this, so that you can make all these that we want. And we'll probably at some point soon want to like do a keep in stock of plastic deal. But I think what I'd like to do is make sure that we can make plastic very quickly as needed. So I'm going to probably borrow you guys for a minute. And I should be able to extend this dude out. Now, where is the extension side of this thing? It's on the left and right. Got it. Okay. So if I want this thing to be extended, right, what I'm going to want to do is, first off, that's an improved core, so that's cool. So I should be able to do a fluid add-on here, and this will now have fluids again. And then I can do 1, 2, 3, and click this dude, and now he has 150% speed. Okay. And then I should be able to request some plastic. So for that, we're going to want the wheat dudes again. Let's do 32. So that should run a little quicker now. And I could even speed it up a little bit. We may not be able to keep up with the FE usage required for this guy, but that's okay. Wheat. And then my goal will be to make a bunch of plastic, make more machine speed add-ons, and then I don't have to tick accelerate. I can just rely on, you know, that stuff. So I should be able to get, like, you know, a few extenders here. Shouldn't be hard to make. Yeah, he is choking on power. That's okay. Okay, so then I put this in here, and if we look for add-ons, we should be able to make 2 more of these with the 10 plastic we have available, and that's cool. Right. And then I should be able to do that. Now, can this go this far? We're going to find out. So see, it can't, because this is a tier 3 machine core. Okay? So if we take a look at Oratech cores, because we're at improved, this can go 1, 2, 3 block extenders, but this one's still pink. Now, if I wanted to, I could just put this one here and click, and it goes blue, and we know we're cool, right? But instead, I'm going to validate my theory, which is if I break the improved core and instead do an advanced machine core up top, which uses one of those enderic compounds we made last episode. See how it's blue now? Cool. And then in theory, we can't go 5 blocks, right? Because he's not tier 5. If I installed the elite machine core using adamant and whatever this thing is, then we could go 5 blocks of extension. Cool. Now, in fairness, there's a lot of open slots here, so I'm not sweating that. Right? Like, I'm going to go ahead and we're at 188% processing speed, which is pretty cool. And we're using a little bit more power, but not like a crazy amount. I might just double it a little bit and see if we can keep up with power demands. Quadruple it? Yeah, it's a little bit pushing it probably. But yeah, that works, right? And then we can get at least a few more of these. And don't forget, there's slots behind and there's slots underneath. So each one of these machine extenders can, in theory, have 4 add-ons to it. So it, you know, adds up real quick. Deal? Alright, so next up, slight detour. I think I need more wheat. Because we are not going to keep up with the amount. I mean, like, we're not hurting for wheat, but it would be cool if we could get wheat a little bit faster. So it occurred to me now might be a good time to make a nice Eclipse Alloy hoe. I don't think there's any reason to upgrade my hoe, because I feel like that would be expensive. In theory, might be break even? I forget. Right? Because an Eclipse Alloy hoe is this. Or I could, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so no, it is more expensive to do that. So now, do our existing, I have a Celesta gem hoe, which has no upgrades on it, and is in no way, though it does have Silk Touch on it, so I guess for 1 extra Eclipse Alloy, I'll be fine. So give me 3 of these, please. Which seems easy enough, because we actually just had some laying around. Cool, 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 cool. And then you should have maintained your Silk Touch, and you did. Now, if I remember correctly, you can't directly upgrade the soil. This is something I should fix. I should make it so that you can convert one soil type to the other. So this is a bug that I should track. It's not, I mean, it's not really a bug. And the reason I would say it's not really a bug is that you can't, like, I harvest, or I convert, you know, grass or dirt into crops in the same way. Now, the other thing that's cool about this, so it's not really a bug, but it's kind of a bug. I think for convenience, I should let you convert soil types. That said, I want to get Drops Teleporter, because Drops Teleporter works on the hose as well. And when you bind this to a soil, you can actually forego the whole item collector bit. So I should be able to bind this guy, okay? And then what I'll do is I'll clear this line of crops. I will place a bunch of dirt, or a bunch of blocks. I'll clear it, and then we'll do this. Cool. Okay. And then I should be able to tech accelerate. Nope, I can't. I guess I could bone meal as well, but we'll see what happens. What should happen is it should auto-harvest the crop like before. The soil here will grow faster. So the higher tier of soil, the faster the growth occurs. And with tiers 3 and 4, it can teleport the drops directly for you. So this should be cool. It should be cooler, at least, is what I would say. Yes. Wonder why you can't tick accelerate the soil. Because it randomly ticks. So you should be able to tick accelerate the soil. That's another thing I should check out. See, when you play with your own mod, you find bugs. So I'm going to do this. Now, why did you plant... That's not my mod doing that. That's another mod doing that. That's got to be another mod doing that. I don't know that my mod does that. And then carrots. But yeah, I should definitely let you in place upgrade the soils. That's another line of wheat. And then I technically can probably just get rid of you, which is cool. And then I'll do the rest of these guys. And the reason I'm doing it a row at a time is so I remember what was here. So you'll notice none of this is actually beetroot seeds. I would expect that we do. No, this shouldn't be beetroot. This should be netherwort. There you go. This is the beetroot. Yeah, it's definitely not my mod that's automatically placing things, but I'll take it. Cool. Okay. So then you're behaving. You can be replaced. Yeah, there's got to be a mod that, like, is adding that. So wheat was here. Bamboo should work too. And then we had cotton. And then just sugarcane for the last bit. Awesome. And then the final row will just be... I don't even know how important it was to have this stuff here, but we'll get it all done. Now, I will say that you can change the binding without having to worry too much. So let's see, we have, what are these guys? Melon, 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 melon. I'm going to do some pumpkins for the last few. Right, so those can be melons. So 5 melons, 4 pumpkins. That works. I'm cool with that. All right, so now you'll notice, like, the drops are automatically going in, and it's definitely faster. You're going to have to probably take my word on that. But, yeah, it's definitely faster. Sweet. Okay, that works. So that is the Eclipse Alloy hoe. Definitely cool in my opinion. Also, it accepts a hammer upgrade, and the Eclipse Alloy hoe and the other hoes work on like things like skulk and whatnot. So if you wanna mine a bunch of skulk, you can use the hoe. All right, cool. So now we've got more wheat cooking, which means over here you have been upgraded nicely. I like that. I'm going to get like... Actually, you know what? I'm going to get one more of these. So I can get 60 at once. And that'll... So see how much faster it's going? I do like that. Yeah. I like this upgrade system. I like the multi-block nature of it. It's not just like insert item in slot. It's definitely like a different approach. And I always appreciate mods that find a different way to do a similar mechanic, because it adds a variety to the game, and it makes it a lot more fun. So, cool stuff. Alright. And then you're okay power-wise. Like, you're not great. You're not terrible. But we'll get some more upgrades reinstated back here in a few. I want one more extender. And then we'll get the speed upgrades and whatnot going there as well. So that's cool. Alright, what should we take a look at next in Oratech? I don't know if we need the lava generator. You think we need the lava generator? I'm going to hold off on the lava generator for now. We'll see about that. So let's take a look at Oratech. What machines have we done? I wanted to do, not the foundry or the centrifuge. Ooh, an atomic forge. That's cool. Requires 8 cores. Some of these get really big. Like fuel generator requires 17 machine cores. I'm just saying. That's kind of cool. That is really kind of cool. And then there's a steam engine. Process steam into RF and water. Can be chained together. Multi-block. Required machine cores 3. Neato. There's also solar panels. That's cool. That requires 15 cores. Generation depends on core quality. Oh, that's neat. I think we have all the stuff to make this right now, don't we? Energite ingot? How do we get this? That's an alloy of fluxite and nickel. I think we could get a solar panel. That might be worth checking out at some point. There's also the powered furnace. Enderic laser we saw. Bedrock extractor. That's cool. Must be powered by Enderic laser and has 26 machine cores. Drone ports. There's a lot of cool stuff in this mod. I'm just saying. Oh, and there's a placer and a destroyer. Neat. Fertilizer. Tree cutter. Pipe booster. Arcane catalyst. Stores souls from entities parting nearby. Can apply enchantments from books. Tinkering with the arcane can have dangerous consequences. That's something. Stabilized enchanter. I'm guessing anything with like a purple name is somehow arcane. That's neat. Traps the first mob that walks on it in a cage underneath. Collects and uses souls from entities parting nearby. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of stuff to take a look at. Particle accelerator guide ring. Particle accelerator linear motor. Energy capacity 5 million RF. Okay. Black hole. Don't place this unless you know what you're doing. That's cool. Tachyon absorber. Look at all this crazy stuff. Like, I'm just starting now to, like, flip through what some of this stuff looks like, and there's a lot of stuff here. These are all your add-ons. Here's a bunch of resource stuff. I'm guessing these are all resources and craftables that come along with stuff. Overcharged crystals. Unending amounts of raw energy seem to be contained within. That's cool. Way cheaper, it looks like, to make with a particle collider than this way. We gotta figure out this dubious container thing, too. Alright, what else should we take a look at? Weed killer. Removes all grass and plants. Ooh, I always like those. It's not bad to make, either. And looks like there's some cool tools as well that we'll definitely be checking out in the future. So where's that last machine I wanted to make? I think the Fragment Forge, is that what it is? Yeah, let's get that cooking. Just to see, like, what that looks like. So I think that's kind of like the last kind of big machine that I would want. So how many of those do we need? 4? There are 3 core blocks. I'll go with the basic ones for now, because, you know, eventually we might need to speed that dude up. Oh, nope, I lied. 8 in total. There's more behind it that I didn't see. That is cool. I might wind up moving this more inside the room, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And also, now that I'm thinking about it, I should have you turned off. Forge and B7. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick you, like, right here instead. Is that cool? Because none of these machines over here have to, like, even be accessed realistically. And energy pipes, I think 10's enough. Go. And that, I assume, is like one of the last of like the basic machines. And then that Fragment Forge can be used to make a bunch of stuff, including, you know, easier access to Fluxite, which is cool. So if I put my raw platinum in there, is that like a guaranteed, or is that like a percent? Actually, it takes a really long time to process. 1,200 ticks is a long time, and 256 RF a tick. So we're gonna need some, you know, hefty stuff going on there. Oh my goodness, there goes all the power. Are we dead on power? We are dead on power. Alright, so guess who's... You might be a little loud over there, buddy. If I need to, I'll mute you. I don't think I won't. Let's check. Vortex. Grinder working? I'm assuming that's not it, but I want to lower the grinder too, because that one's a little bit... is that it? Furnace, servo noises, dynamo, squish, cable moving, welding? Let's see what this is called. Fragment Forge. Huh. Trying to figure out what that noise is. If I delete muffled list. Did I clear it? All right, I think I did. All right, cool. So it's one of those Oratech. I'll make them all like around 20, so there's a little bit of... I like some noise, for sure. There we go. All right, we definitely need more power, I think, especially now that we're adding this guy on here with 256. Like, you're really only sitting at like 97-ish. So should we try out the lava one just to see what that's like? Or should we do the solar panel? Solar panel might be cool. I mean, it's pretty expensive, so I feel like it might be worth checking out. Let's check it out. And the cool thing about this is the power generation is based on how much... Cool. So now Energite was alloying with Fluxite and Nickel. So I'm going to need 2 of you. You in the alloying machine. Sweet. I'm guessing that helps, but I honestly don't know if it will. It does. Cool. Alright, so there's your advanced battery. There's a big solar panel, and that looks cool. Now that needs 15 cores. So what I'm going to do is start with a primitive machine core, just because it's wood. And then I'm going to compare how much better the other one is. Is that cool? And then we're going to get... Do I want this one? I'm going to need a lot of these copper reinforced platings, but I guess that's okay. I'm going to need a lot of those. I think that's attainable, and I don't think anything higher would be. So we'll compare the lowest tier to the highest tier that we currently have. So that would be 15 times 8, which is, what, a lot? 80 plus 40 is 120? Yep, correct. And that's what I need, right? Basic. No, I need casings. Reinforced platings. I need 120 of those. Seems doable. Just a whole lot of... that's not a big deal. Oh, we have infinite iron, right? So, realistically, that's not a big deal. Because we've automated iron production. Yeah, that would be you. Just a little help. A little help getting her going. But then we would want you times 15, right? And we'll compare the power output of the two. Cool. So I'm assuming that they go on top, right? So actually they go all around. All right, so it's like a 3x3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plop this dude like... Oh, I'm going to plop him like right here. Okay. Did I do that wrong? Oh, I went too tall. Actually, I went too far around all the way. So what is it? It's a 3x3, but only in an immediate area. What am I missing here? Did I go too far again back here? Oh, so it's not a 3x3. Alright, somebody explain. Because didn't it say it needed 15 cores for solar? Yes. That's how many I have, right? 8 and 9 would be 17 cores, wouldn't it? Oh, you know what? It doesn't need to be on the sides. Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay. You know what? If you click on this dude, he places the cores for you. That's cool. That's cool. Look at him go. Okay. Production rate 32 with core multiplier of 1. Now, I want to sleep through the night to make sure. I don't know if it's like 32 all day or if it's like depending on the height of the sun kind of deal. So I want to get the sun to like the center of the sky and then see what the difference is. And then we're going to swap these out with these guys and see what we get. Oh, that's cool. He kind of like reopens when the sun comes up. Nice. All right, I'll come back in a minute, like when the sun's about there-ish, and see if there's any difference. All right, so I think this isn't doing much, but we'll find out with the other one. So I'm going to replace all of you with this. And if I just stand here and click it, it should place it all for me, which is cool. Nice, 128. Not bad. 128 passive. Now, I don't think there's any upgrades I can throw on this guy because I don't see an upgrade phase. But I would imagine, so like multiplier 4, so it's going to be 32 FE per multiplier level. So like we're at times 4, so this would be 5, 6, 7. So 32 times 7 is your max once you get to a decent. That's cool. All right, so we got to wrap up the episode here. So I'm going to get some energy pipes running. We might wind up placing more of these solar panels because they weren't too bad to make. But ultimately, yeah, that's kind of cool. I like it, but it'll only run during the day. Not terrible. So we'll wrap up here. We'll come back next time. I'll probably wind up making more machine speed add-ons for my processor. We're actually right at the point where we're ready to do that. I can now go ahead and like start this thing running again, which would be cool. So I should be able to get like some machine add-ons. We'll get like 6-ish of them. That should be a good start. And then we can get them added here a little bit more. Is that cool? I should be able to throw an extender on this dude too. And this will just be all in the name of making more power. For now, L20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back with next time and continue playing with this super cool mod. Very excited because I feel like we've kind of gotten through tiers 1 and 2-ish of it. Like if I had to tier this mod, I would say like tier 1 are the basic machines. Tier 2 was anything that required Fluxite, and like now we're probably about to break into tier 3. So we'll find out if I'm right about that. All right, for now, take it easy. Too far. Which tier is this? Brood. Okay.